So this video is going to be very helpful for you because in this video I'm going to share all the problems that every English learner face. So you will be able to realize that you are not the only one who is facing all these problems. There are multiple people, multiple English learner who are also facing same problem as you. Okay, and in this video I will share importance of learning English, my struggles of learning English, and I will share those successful ideas that helped me to improve my English. Okay, and many more things I'm going to share in this video, so you will receive everything that you have been searching for. Okay, so make sure that you are watching this video till the end. Now let's start. So this is the first part of this video where I will talk about कि मेरे दिमाग में इंग्लिश सीखने का कीड़ा कैसे आया. So it started like I really want to become a cabin crew. So this is my dream. This is my very big dream from my childhood. I mean, since my childhood, yeah. Since my childhood, I want to become a cabin crew. So it started like this. And the thing is, to become a cabin crew, I must know speaking English. And in my schooling, I never paid any attention to improving my English, to speaking English. I always saw English as a subject. So yeah, just to clear exam, just to pass exam, I used to study English. Otherwise I had no interest in English. So it started like this. And after my 12th, I thought like yeah, this is the time I should give interview. And the very next thought came into my mind that मुझे तो इंग्लिश आती नहीं, मैं इंटरव्यू कैसे क्लियर करूँगी. This was my first thought after 12th. Then this was a very serious moment of my life. I started paying attention to my speaking English. So okay, I need to share serious in this video. Okay, so after 12th I started becoming mature person. Like ऐसा होता है ना, हम 12th पास कर लेते हैं, हम मतलब अपनी स्कूलिंग हमारा जब क्लियर हो जाता है तो हम थोड़े सीरियस हो जाते हैं अपने गोल्स को लेके. सो वी बिकम सीरियस टुवर्ड्स आवर गोल्स. So same happened with me. I started improving myself, improve my confidence, improve my English skills, my communication skills, all the things after 12th I started. Okay, before that I was very spoiled child. Like I never paid any attention to my self improvement. This was a big mistake of my life that still I am facing. Okay, so after 12th, the point is, after 12th I started learning English, paying attention to my speaking English. पर बात यहीं ख़त्म नहीं होती. Born and brought up in Marwadi or Hindi environment, and suddenly I shifted my whole environment in English. So it was really too much difficult for me. Like I used to listen everything in English, and I used to watch podcasts. I still do all these things, but it should be, I should tell all the things in past sentence. So I used to watch everything. I used to do everything in English. Like if I like cooking, so I used to watch videos, YouTube videos in English. Okay, those cooking videos in English. And whatever the things I used to watch on YouTube, all those things I started watching in English. And I started reading, writing, talking with strangers. I remember very clearly, I used to talk with my college faculty in English. So every day I used to push myself to speak in English. Okay, you also have to push yourself to speak English. Okay, if you are in your comfort zone, so this is how you are not going to speak English. First you have to put yourself in uncomfortable zone. Only then you will be able to speak and learn English. Now let's talk about problems that every English learner face during this English learning journey, and I have also faced all these problems. So first problem is environment. Everybody say that they don't have English environment, so that is why their English is poor. So don't cry over this thing, okay? No, if we don't have English environment, so it's our luck. But if you are not making that environment for yourself, then this is your foolishness, totally your foolishness. You can easily create English environment for yourself. Okay, for you, your parents and your siblings and your friends are not going to make English environment for you. You are the only one who is responsible for your English environment. Okay, you only have to create that English environment for yourself. Okay, and how you will create that, we will talk about in third part. Okay, this is the second part going on of this video. So one problem is I shared with you. Second problem is words not come to my mind when I start speaking in English. So this is a very genuine problem. We get stuck while the conversation, and we don't know how to construct sentence in English. And of course, definitely it is a very embarrassing moment. Like, you want to speak English, you have many things to tell in English, you have many things in your mind, but your mouth not able to speak in English. So this is the main problem. Every English learner face this, and that moment you think that everybody is watching you only, and they are just making fun of you. This is the second problem. Problem number 3. Every English learner says that their grammar is weak. They says that they don't know simple tenses, prepositions, active voice, passive voice. They don't know how to construct sentences, what is the formula of making sentences. They say this. And problem number 4 is every English learner says that they want to speak English, but just because of their low confidence, fear, hesitation, they are not able to speak English. Even if someone is approaching them to speak in English, but still, just because of their fear, their fear is not letting them to speak in English. Okay, this is the fourth problem. And fifth problem is where to start. Now we are just a beginner in this journey, so we don't know that where to start. First we should listen English content, or what we should learn grammar or reading, where to start. Okay, this is the fifth problem. So these are the problems I think I believe that every English learner face. So now let's talk about solutions of all these problems. First, I will say that you cannot learn English at once. If you are thinking that you will dedicate your 6 months just in English, and after just 6 months you will be able to speak English fluently like a native speaker, so sorry to say that this is a myth. Okay, it doesn't happen in this way. I used to think like this, and I have made this mistake. Like I am learning English for 1 year, and after just 1 year I will be able to speak English. I used to think this. You have to learn little by little. You have to speak little by little, and you will be amazed when your little speaking will become big fluency. Okay, so start from small. I believe that the most people learn from observing others. So first start observing others. For that you have to listen English, you have to watch English contents, and you have to read. Start observing. Like if someone is talking in English in front of you, then start observing that how that person is using vocabularies, how that person is constructing sentences. Start observing everything. Start observing their body language. Start observing their words, like how they are using words, vocabulary, grammar, everything. Start observing everything and watch, listen, read, do everything in English. This is how you will make your English environment. Now, people who are like me, who don't have any partner to speak in English, to practice their speaking English, so what you have to do, you have to use applications where you can connect with strangers and you can talk with them in English. The more you will connect with strangers, the more information you will gain, the more you will learn. Okay, so how you have to do this? There are multiple platforms, applications on available on Play Store. Okay, like these 4 applications are my favorite that I am going to share. First one is CV Speakify, Talk Now, Talk English, S Fluency. These are the 4 applications that I personally prefer to practice my speaking English. You don't need to shy and hesitate from those strangers, because they are also a stranger and they are also using those applications to just improve their speaking English. Okay, you will find some crazy people there. They are using that these applications just to time pass, but you just have to ignore those people. Okay, and just focus on your purpose, that why you are using those applications. And trust me, on those applications 80% people you will find who are really willing to improve their speaking, and 20% you will find useless people. So you just have to ignore those people. Don't afraid of making mistakes. We are just a beginner, so obviously we are not going to be perfect in it. So not afraid of making mistakes. On those applications nobody is going to make fun of you. They are also learner, they also make mistakes. So our point is, we just have to speak no matter how much broken speaking you are doing, how much broken you are speaking. Do not afraid of that. Our point is to speak English, and you are not going to stop yourself just because of these small mistakes. Our most big problem is not speaking in English. So if you are starting speaking in English gradually, so our most big problem is solved here. Okay, next problem is people often say that we don't know anything in English, so where to start? So I will say that you should start from learning tenses, because tenses क्या है? Time है. Whatever we talk about is our time, present, past, future. Okay, so first start from tenses, and otherwise you can join any institute as well, but I will say that join a kind of institute where those people teaches you in English. Okay, not through grammar rules. Like I have seen many institute, they start teaching English from grammar rules, and they stretch grammar rules for months. This is very useless. Okay, we have been doing this in our schooling as well, and now you are going to doing same mistake in institute as well. So I am not going to say that you should join a grammar kind of institute. Join those institute that are teaching you to speak in English. Okay, they are also talking with you in English. Those institute you just have to join. Otherwise joining any institute is not worthwhile. But if you are starting learning English from very scratch, so you can join any institute, and you can learn English from books as well. Like you can use those kinds of books that provides a Hindi to English translation. So learning a language is not a rocket science. Everybody can learn English, and I will say that start putting yourself in such scenarios where you have to speak English. No matter what, you have to perform. Okay, I have put myself in such scenarios where I just have to speak English. I don't have any other option. So start putting yourself in such scenarios. Connect, use it, whatever the platforms I told you, use those platforms. Connect with at least two strangers every day and talk with them in English. This is how you have to put yourself uncomfortable zone. Okay, only this way you can learn English. Otherwise, if you are just sitting in your comfortable zone, so I don't think you are going to learn English. I have put myself in those kind of situations many times, and I still put myself in such scenarios. Some people say that learning a language not shows your capability. Okay, at some point I agree with it, but look at today's dynamic world. Here, more than 1 billion people are speaking English. No matter you are giving an interview, you are learning English for to clear interview, or you just want to communicate, or you just want to improve your communication skills. People are learning this language, and people are speaking this language as a secondary language, and they are learning this language. So I believe that this is the most important language that you should learn this language. And these are the things that I told you, problem solution, my struggle, and today I'm speaking in English. I know I make mistakes, but this is a part of our process. Okay, and I'm also a learner. I'm not saying that I'm fluent in English. I'm also a learner. So I hope you found this video helpful. I will see you in next video soon. Till then, bye. Take care of yourself. Keep watching, keep learning.